Other people's emotions have nothing to do with you. So if somebody walks away from you, that is a blessing to your life. Somebody with ill intent and negative emotion can only bring misery to your life because it's all they know. So when you show up with the light and love, they can't even receive it. All they know is the negative self-talk they give themselves, and they can only respond positively to negative self-talk from others. So you'll find that when you're generous or kind to these people, they're nasty in response, and it has nothing to do with you. This person chooses to be this way, the same way you choose to be a light to others. They want to be in the dark. Also understand that someone else's darkness comes from something in their own life that they're not doing right. Either way, it has nothing to do with you, and you'll never be able to figure it out. So stop trying to manage their emotions, and you're putting them before yourself. You're putting their emotions before your own, when the only emotions that matter are your own. I learned in a marriage class, no, I'm not married, that anger can show up as many different emotions. Insecurity, fear, sadness, anxiety, the feeling of not being enough. It's a defense mechanism people use because they don't want you to see how imperfect they are. They're not even capable of talking to you on your frequency or even understanding your frequency. But ultimately, this defensiveness comes from a lack of security in themselves. But you are not responsible for how somebody responds to you, especially when you did nothing. I went on the internet and typed in, why do I get angry when other people are happy? Not that I feel that way, I wanted to see what would come up. I got endless results. You are shining a light on what people see as their own imperfections, and they don't want to be revealed. They would rather stay in the dark. So when you look at them or talk to them how they talk to themselves, they respond positively to you because they think this is what I deserve, this is what I'm worth, and this is what I am. So for your own sanity, stop talking to people as their potential and start talking to them as they are. If you meet a light, you talk to that light like the light they are. If you meet someone in the dark and you have to speak to them for whatever reason, you speak to them like they're in the dark and then stay away from them. I know the typical advice is positivity all over the world to everybody, but fact of the matter is half of the world is not positive. Half of the world does not want the best for you like you want for them, even though you don't know them. So the best way to navigate for your own sanity and self-respect and to stop getting in these cycles of pain when one person messes up your recovery, let people reveal themselves and treat them as they are. And if you don't treat them as they are, they're going to treat you how they treat themselves. They're going to treat you as they are. But again, that has nothing to do with you. They're rejecting themselves. Let the rejects reject themselves. You will make the world a better place by only focusing on those that deserve it. Stop making excuses for somebody's nastiness. There is no excuse. They're just nasty. And you are a light. Stay lit.